Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Monday. We are back on our 1958 Chevy Apache. Let me show you what's going on. So, what we've got out here is rain. It's raining. Got the cab here. It's just sitting out here for a minute. We got the doors in here because it started raining. But the plan is and was to get this frame over to the middle and get everything kind of PB blasted, which I did. Got some PB blaster on all the bolts and stuff that I want to take off on the front here. And right now I'm just going to focus right here. I do believe by the end of the day we'll be back here for sure. But right now I just want to start at A. And what I want to do here, and for those of you watching at home that don't know what I'm talking about, yesterday that cab was sitting on this frame. This is the frame for the 1958 Chevy Apache that we're building, okay? That guy. Those are the doors, so on and so forth. What's gonna happen here is this is all the factory suspension, bracketry, everything from 1958. It all needs to come off. I basically want this to be down to frame rails, cross members, and body or cab mounts here. So that means we have to take off this entire front suspension and the brackets. That cross member is going to stay until we put the Mustang 2 cross member in, and then we'll cut that one out. All of these brackets where there used to be a transmission mount, we're going to cut that out of here. This stays. This is a cab mount. But all this stuff here, this roller, this, all this comes out. This, all that comes out of here. That comes out. This stays. I'm going to cut off this contraption for the e-brake cables, and I'm going to cut the cable, but I'm going to leave these brackets here because they might come in handy down the road when we go to do ours, because we're going to run disc brakes in the rear on a 9-inch Ford, and that might be a good place to put my cable. So see how that works out. These come off, these leaf springs come off, shocks come off, all this shit. These rods that are for holding the fenders and stuff, all of this comes off. And then this will be sitting on those four floor jack stands over there. And then from there, we're gonna scrape it and get all of the undercoating off of it, because there's a lot of undercoating on this. It's not necessarily rust. So like you look at this and you go, God, that looks terrible. That's undercoating. There's good metal, there's perfect metal underneath that, which is amazing. So same on the inside of the frame rail here. That's not rust flaking off, that's undercoating. So I gotta get all that off. I gotta get this cleaned up and shot back along here. And yeah, get this frame down to bare metal. We'll take our Bauer surface conditioning tool to it, take it to bare metal, then we'll use OSPO and we'll go over this entire frame, and then we will epoxy prime it white. And yeah, now why is this important and why are we doing this right now, right? Because there's clearly other things we could be doing, finishing the bodywork on the cab, the doors, this, that, and the other. That is still happening. Big Ron's going to be working on the doors and the cab while I tear into this. Now he's going to help me clearly if I need it, especially rolling some of the stuff out and whatnot. It's nice to have an extra set of hands. But we are ordering the Hyatt's Mustang 2 front suspension in 10 days. Might even be 9 days now. I think it's 10 days. So October 16th, okay? I'm gonna call them and get that coming. Now that's gonna be the Hyatt's front cross member, the boxing plates, the C-notch for the frame, so the power steering rack will clear. That's gonna be tubular control arms, 2-inch drop spindles, power steering rack with front sway bar, with rack extenders. You're going to have coil springs with Pete and Jake shocks, You're going to have the Willwood 11-inch brake kit with the 4-piston red calipers, braided brake lines, all of that, okay? That's going to get ordered in 10 days. So that means I've got 10, 15, 20 days basically to get this frame where I need to get it. And I know that doesn't seem like it should be that hard, but I am going to Kentucky here for like 5 days, 4 or 5 days, so in the middle of this. So realistically, I've got a handful of days to get this frame where I need it to be. So that when that Mustang 2 shows up, we just got to open it up, bring it right over here, and install it. Boom. In November, we're going to go after the rear. Now, just so everybody's on the same page, the front suspension is going to be about $3,500, hub to hub with everything. Okay? $3,500 from actually buying it from Hyatt. The rear is going to be Hyatt. It's going to be parallel 4-bar with the Panhard bar and QA1 adjustable coilovers, billet adjustable coilovers with their new cross member and all that. That is right about $1,800 for that kit. We do have a 9-inch Ford rear end in the backyard. We do not know if it's the right width or not. So once we get it out here, if we need to cut it down, that'll be $508. Okay, a lot of money gonna start going into suspension, right, in this frame. Then we got to deal with the gas tank, and I believe that's somewhere between $500 and $1,000. And then all the other stuff, right? So lots gonna happen, lots of money's gonna get spent, and a lot of really good parts are gonna go on this frame here. So stay tuned for all this. It's gonna get interesting. It's gonna get interesting really fast. So the next couple months, guys, will be just going like gangbusters on this frame, on that cab, the bed sides. Big Ron's gonna keep working on those. Just dialing all these parts in. So once I get this ready, cab can go on, start wiring, start doing everything, get glass in it, get it painted, assemble this thing, and Bob's your uncle. So also, it's getting an LS engine. Probably something out of like a Corvette swap, like an LS1, 2, or 3, or a 6-liter LS with either a 4-speed auto or a 6-speed auto, depending on what we get. So that's gonna go in here as well. That'll be around the first of the year. So there's things that need to happen before all that happens. But this is gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna paint this frame tropical turquoise. We're gonna detail it out to the 9s. It's gonna be really slick. I think you guys are gonna like it. So anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna set the camera up. You guys can watch us start breaking all this apart and seeing where it gets. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so here we are. We were live for the taking off the front. It came off super easy. So basically, these literally just unthreaded. I didn't even need an impact. It just blew right off. Shocks came right off. This was simple. We just cut the brake lines, just wide, and rolled it out here. So, front suspension's off. Big Ron went ahead and got the shock mount brackets off here. They came off relatively easy. So we're looking good there. Still a lot of bracketry to come off. I've got the grinder here. I'm gonna cut this here and here to get these e-brake cables off so that I can get the rear end out. Now the rear end is looking good. This side is unhooked. We're unhooked here, back here. Got the shocks off. They came off pretty easily. They're sitting down there. This side's off. Now the only thing that's really getting us is we drove the pen in that way thinking it went, you drive it out that way, you're supposed to drive it out this way. So we got to drive the pen back through this way to get it out. So that might take a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and take that grinder, cut this off. All this is a fender bracket. Get that out of the way. Get the e-brake cable stuff unhooked and cut here so that I can actually function in this space a little better. And then we'll get this off, and then we'll roll the rear end out and out the back. And then we'll start doing all the rivets and all that kind of stuff, which is going to be a whole nother animal. So we got to get all that stuff off there. Same on this side. So gonna be some work, guys. So stay tuned. Lots going on, but it's going really well. Everything's breaking free. We haven't broke any bolts. and really haven't needed really hardly anything. It's coming apart pretty quick. So stay tuned. Be back in a minute. There you go, guys. They're loaded.
I'm gonna put a.
Now we're gonna put the trailer. We got it hooked to the thing. We're gonna back it back in here. So be right back. Hey guys, all right. So we've been working hard over here. A lot of this was on our live stream today. We've done several live streams. There's about 40,000 of you watching. I appreciate y'all. If you're watching this, please hit that like and subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. Would really help us out. We're trying to build the channel. But check out where we're at. Front suspension's off, rear suspension's out. Starting to get the rivets out on these brackets over here. Getting it ground down and getting them out. Got a lot of stuff off. I got one left here of the bump stops. The back ones are off. If it physically will unbolt, I've already gotten it unbolted. The rest of this is going to be cutting and grinding and doing all that. So that'll be tomorrow. We'll be out here just banging away on this thing. I did go ahead, let me move this chair. I did go ahead and get this entire frame rail, the undercoating scraped off of it on this side and the top. So I still got to do the bottom and the inside, but this whole side, I could go ahead and use the Bauer surface conditioning tool and take it to bare metal. I'm not going to do that yet, but I could. And I started getting some of the stuff off the cross member and just cleaning this up. Now that Bauer is going to eat this stuff off of here. You'll be amazed how fast this goes. But we're in a really good place. We did, as you guys saw, we got the rear end and the front suspension on the trailer and into the backyard, and our side yard, I should say, and out of the way so we don't have to live with it. And we're getting there. You can see the carnage of all the undercoating and grinding and dust and everything else. The ground's sweeping up. But we are getting there, guys. We're in a really good spot right now. We just got to keep up the hard work. Tomorrow's going to be a little harder day. I got to run my mother-in-law to the doctor, and then my wife's birthday party is tomorrow night. So we'll try to get what we can done, but really it's probably going to be a Wednesday thing, and where we really see big progress. So stay tuned for all that. Hope you guys are having a great day, and we are going to get this cab in and these doors in before it rains again. It just rains every day, but we got to get this frame. We might have to move this frame. We shall see. But anyway, guys, hope you're having a good one. If you're watching this, please like and subscribe, and we will be back tomorrow with more 1958 Chevy Apache. Thanks for watching.